Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous, beautiful souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here. So today I'm bringing you guys a reading for Earth signs, and this is going to be messages from your guides. And we're going to use different decks. The messages and the questions that we're going to ask are sort of messages that your guides want you to know right now. Something that your guide might be trying to tell you, to convey to you, and something that they want you to heal. So if you'd like to hear all these messages, please stick around. I will leave timestamps in the description box. Let's get right into this, and we're going to start with Taurus. Taurus, what does your guide want you to know right now? And we're getting kindred spirits. So with this energy, this kindred spirits, this has to do with like your friendships, like the people you feel most closest to. You could have someone in your life, Taurus, that is very near and dear to your heart. It could be that you go to this person with your, your thoughts, your comments, like you want them to sort of be your confidant, or they are your confidant. It could be romantic, or it could be just a friendship. It could be a family member. You really have a blessing of this person. So your guide wants you to know that you need to keep this person close to your heart. You need to keep this connection very strong with this person. This is someone that does not judge you. This is someone that sort of like feels almost like they mirror you. That, you've experienced a lot of the same things. You grew up around the same people or in the same types of environment, or you have something very deep in common that keeps you sort of going back to this person. Your guides want you to know that this is sort of a soulmate connection. And it doesn't, like I said, have to be romantic. It could be your best friend. It could be your sister, your brother. It could be just somebody that you feel that bond with. It's sort of like unspoken at times, but you have spoken it to each other. This person is good for you. They're good for your soul. They're good for your mental health. They're almost like your therapist and you theirs. It's a very equal relationship. It's equally balanced. You can call them up and they vent and then you vent. It's not like it's one-sided. This is a very special relationship. Your guides want you to continue to foster this relationship and to continue to, nurture this relationship because it's really good for you. And it could be that, there's some distance between the two of you, or it could be that you live right next door to each other. I mean, really doesn't matter. It's the deep connection that you have. It could also mean, now if that didn't resonate, that you're going to have someone coming in your life like this, or you could have just met someone and you're like, they seem so familiar. They seem like, they just get me. We just click. That could be a sign from your guides that you need to foster a relationship with this person. You need to sort of, maintain the connection. Okay. It could be romantic as well. It could be someone that, you're dealing with for a number of years. It could be someone you've been dating or you're married to, and you're just kindred. You just have that bond that's unbreakable, and your guides just want you to maintain it. They want you to never lose this person, never lose touch with them. That's something that they're conveying to you. So what is something that your guide is trying to wake you up to? And we're getting self-reflection. So it could be that your guide needs you or wants you to sort of look within more often. Okay. You could be dealing with something really, really difficult right now, and they want you to look within for the answer. Okay. They also want you to heal whatever is broken on the inside. So let's just say you never felt pretty enough. You never felt good enough. You never felt strong enough. You weren't, like I said, hot enough. They want you to examine where these sort of notions have come from. Okay. It could be like from childhood, you could have got teased because you had glasses, or you maybe were the chubby kid. It really doesn't matter. The flesh that's on our body it's just not really like, it's not real. It's what's inside. Okay. So they want you to put more love on yourself on the inside, more looking at yourself from the inside out. Like, in other words, adopting what you need to help yourself see yourself in a good light. Okay. And it has to do with what you need to see about yourself that you may be hiding or trying to, sort of turn your back on. Okay. So it's really taking the courage to look within for the answers, and also to look within with what is broken. Okay. And it could be that this kindred spirit energy tries to help you with that in a subtle way. Okay. Or it could be that they're going to help you with that, or that you'll help each other with that. Okay. So whatever you're reflecting outward is what you're going to attract to you. Okay. So just keep that in mind, that if you're reflecting outward, sort of like a poor outlook on life, you're going to just keep attracting that energy in. if you're reflecting outward like an energy where maybe, you know, you just broke up with someone and you're just fearful that you're never going to find that perfect person, you're sort of projecting that outward. Okay, if you project outward that you want to be loved and you want to be honored for who you are and that you love yourself, you're going to return that energy. That, in other words, that energy is going to come back to you. Okay, so your guides want you to look at yourself from within. Okay, and what is something that they want you to heal? Okay, and we're getting rejection. So it could be that you've always had a problem with that. Okay, it could be that maybe in childhood, you know, your parents got divorced and one parent left and you lived with the other one and you had visitation with, you know, your mother or your father or whatever, and it made you feel rejected when that parent left. It could also be that you had a relationship early on, like at a young age in life, and that it didn't work out due to, you know, immaturity, and you might have been more the mature person and that hurt you deeply. Okay, so it could have been that you always sort of had this air to you that you were fearful of rejection. It could be why you don't push yourself for jobs or push yourself in friendships or to make you know, new people come to you. It could be that that's why you're fearful to go into a new relationship. It could be that's why you're fearful to push your partner, your current partner, if you're in a relationship, to take it to the next level. You're fearful of rejection. So your guides want you to try to heal that. They want you to look within to where did this first start? Where did this stem from? And they, you know, deep down, you know. So all you have to do is sort of ask yourself. The answer will come. Okay. So don't be fearful of rejection. Don't be fearful to put yourself out there. You'll never know unless you try. Okay. So Virgo, let's get into Virgo. Virgo, what is something that your guide is trying to tell you right now? What do they want? We're getting thought. Okay, so it could be that you're doing a lot of thinking and a lot of internalizing and internalizing. That's what I mean. Like, you could be so lost in thought lately that you're not functioning at your peak or at your most efficient. Okay, I'm feeling like what your guides would want you to know is that whatever your thoughts are, good or bad, you need to sort of push through the thought process and get into the reality part of that. Okay, it could be that, you know, you stay stuck in your head a lot. Okay, like your mind is your own prison. All right, it's sort of a prison for worry and doubt and, you know, I'm never going to get this done, or I'm never going to do that. It's sort of like a place that you could doubt a lot. Okay, so also they want you to know that they communicate with you through thought. When you get a really good idea and you put it out there, I don't know what to do about so and so, and you get this idea, this boom, lightning idea, that's from your guides. Okay, they're absolutely pushing messages out to you that way. So pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the way you're thinking and the way your mind is sort of set up for thinking, good or bad. Okay, do you always think that the worst is going to happen, or do you think positively that the best is going to happen? Okay, they want you to know your thoughts are very, very, very powerful. Okay, so what is something that your guide is trying to wake you up to? We're getting pleasure. Your guide wants you to enjoy life more. Don't stay stuck in that head. Like we said, it's a prison. They want you to take in things that you used to enjoy, pleasures and fun and times that, you know, you used to have a good time. You used to put yourself out there. They want you to get back to that. They want you to take it upon yourself to do things that you love and that are going to bring you happiness. Okay. They don't want you to stay stuck in your mind and stuck with the everyday mundane tasks that Virgo are very service-oriented people, okay? They want you to get out there and have a good time every once in a while. They want you to do what you love, what makes you happy, things that you want to indulge in. They want you also to find new things and put yourself out there for new things that you may like. Try new things, a new hobby, a new thing that you might want to, you know, go about, you know, getting into. Okay, also with your relationships, allow your relationships, so you have fun with your friends, have fun with your spouse or your partner, or if you're going to start dating, you know, get yourself into that mind frame that you deserve it, that it's all due to you. Okay, but you have to be open to it and not be so stuck in a duty minded oriented, like I have to get my housework done, I have to do this, I have to do that. They want you to sort of break away from that and get into the fact that enjoy a beautiful day. Okay, you know, enjoy a movie, go out to a park, get into nature. Okay, they want you to know that you need to get back to that, because it's sort of like bogging you down and making you sort of like boring and not able to accept fun and happiness in life. Okay, they want you to really get on that. All right, so what is something that they would like you to heal? Okay, and we're getting procrastination. Now, Virgos are not known to procrastinate, but if it's something that they're really, really worried about or somebody that they don't want to deal with or face, they will procrastinate. So this has to do with getting it all out on the table. What do you need to get done? Put it in an organized way. That's something that Virgo is phenomenal at. Okay, organize what needs to be done. Don't be overwhelmed, okay? It's baby steps. It's one thing at a time. It's one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 hour at a time. It's okay to live that way. It's okay to, get things done that way or, make progress that way, okay? If it's people that you're dealing with or that you don't want to deal with, that you sort of need to get this done, it's sort of like that dread moment, like, oh, I can't deal with this person. I don't want to. It's painful. I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to do this. They're letting you know that you have to, because it's doing is creating shadows for you, okay, that you keep dodging, and they're all just going to creep up on you and sort of explode in your face one day. So they want you to get done the most important things first and then save the other little piddly things for after. But it's definitely, you have the light and the strength within you to accomplish whatever you need to do. It might feel like dark times. It might feel like, when is this going to end? It might feel like, why me? But once you get past that and you start to do stuff and you start to get things out of the way, and you can relax. Once you've gotten something done, you can relax about it, okay? So they want you to work on that and work on, where does that come from? Where does that come from that, you're fearful to get things done, or you're fearful maybe of failure or not trying at all, that sort of energy, okay? They want you to sort of tackle that. All right, now Capricorn. Let's get into Capricorn. And Capricorn, what is something that your guide wants you to know right now? And we're getting playfulness. So your guide wants you to get back to having fun. Capricorn can be rather serious and, forget about the fun part of life and the fun things that, you can do that you used to like to do. I feel like this is a message that you've gotten sort of away from that. You've gotten away from yourself a bit. All the earth signs like to have structure and like to work for things and get things done and have money in the bank. This is telling you to take a trip, do something out of the ordinary, be spontaneous, even if it kills you to do it. Your guides want you to know you need to have more access of spontaneity in your life, okay? Because if not, it sort of dulls you down and it makes you sort of miserable, and you might not even know where that's coming from. But if you don't ever have fun and you don't ever play and be silly, it's sort of like you're just growing old inside, and you're making yourself be 80 years old. So they want you to enjoy life, get into things, hobbies, do things, go see people, family, be with your kids, play, be silly, be funny, do all those things. They really feel like it will sort of renew your spirit and sort of, get you back to, who you were when you were a younger you, and you had fun and you just didn't care about anything. Not that I'm saying don't be silly and stupid and not, have consequences, but they want you to know that that is something that, be in that energy of that youthfulness, that playfulness. You may have been getting away from that recently. Okay, so let's talk about something that they want you to wake up to. What is something that they want you to wake up to? And will. So you have free will. There could be times in life where you're like, why is this happening to me? Maybe you blame yourself a lot for things that have happened. Or you're too afraid to do something because you're afraid that, it'll all go awry or it'll be a mess. Will really has to do with you choosing and knowing deep down what's right to choose. Okay, so we all have free will. We're born with it. It's what you're going to do with that free will. Okay, and because we're getting that playfulness card, I'm feeling like they want you to be more aware of having fun, creating sort of the environment that you want that's fun and not mundane. All right, you have the will to do this. You are not being held back or impeded in any type of way, okay? So they want you to realize when you make a choice or a decision that if you make a wrong choice or wrong decision, you will only have yourself to blame. If you make a right choice or decision, you can pat yourself on the back for that. But there's really no balance there, okay? So they want you to be more balanced about your choices and about the things that you decide, okay? And not be mad after the fact. Like, oh, I should have done this differently. I should have done it this way, or I should have gone, or I should have went to see that person. They're saying that don't go against your free will. If your free will in the moment is telling you to do it, okay? What is something that they want you to heal? So we're getting victim consciousness, okay? So it could be that you may always make yourself out to be the victim, but you don't realize that you're doing it. It could be outwardly that you put on a very tough persona, a very sort of stoic way to you, but deep down you feel like you've been abused, or you feel like you've been slighted by people or mistreated along the way, okay? So also has to do with, if you have anything that's impeding you, that you can change it with free will or a better mental attitude, they want you to access that, because it could be that always throughout your life you've fallen into victim patterns or why me patterns. If you're hurt or something has happened to you that's unfortunate, that could certainly, get a why me mentality going on. Or if you've always been the one that was the giver in relationships and you got dumped a lot, that could definitely create victim mentality or victim consciousness. If your parents got divorced, maybe you're blaming yourself for that. If you've never been able to find that perfect person or that perfect job, that could lead to victim consciousness. So they're just wanting you to be very aware of that and not to carry that into later years or, later paths of your life. So they want you to know that you are stronger than this mentality, okay? Look at things for what they really are and don't carry things from the past, okay? They tend to make like a shadow on you. They'll sort of like muck up your beautiful aura, okay? So they want you to shed anything from the past that had you in victim mentality or consciousness. You have to get out of that thought process and that thinking in order to remain strong and to carry on and to press on through life, okay? I hope you guys